SWRHS, president of Southwestern Randolph Booster Club. We'd just like to take a brief moment, myself and Andy Purdue.
Hello, everybody.
He is the vice president of the Booster Club. We'd just like to take a moment and thank the sponsors who made this season a success. First of all, we'd like to thank Amish Trading Post, Banquet OZK, Bean Signs, Beck and Associates, Chris Mooneyham Builders, Clothes Warehouse, CrossFit of Ashboro, Don Pritchard Grading, Family Made Farms, Foster Street Church, J. Doc's Dive Shop, James River Equipment, and Jordan's of Ashboro.
Key to Healthy, Myrick Construction, NC Farm Bureau Jeremy McNeil, Performance Cabling, R&H Trailer Rentals, the Randolph County School System, Save a Lot Flooring by Flinchums, Snyder Stone, Southmont Athletics, Strider Buick GMC Subaru, Superior Body, Survey Carolina, Wansley Tire, and Zoo City Laser. Also, to everybody who helped or was a member of the Booster Club, we want to thank them also, all the coaches, or anybody, all the parents who did any type of help in the concessions or helped us at the boosters meetings whatsoever.
And just remember, these sponsors what made these kids able to play sports. So remember when you're out and about to try to support these industries. In this time, we know they need to have some support back from what they have done for us. So thank y'all.
I want to thank our student athletes for all of your hard work throughout this year. Really appreciate and I'm proud of your efforts, not only in competition, but really just the way you carry yourself at all times and the way you represent Southwestern Randolph High School. Other people notice, and it says a lot about you. It says a lot about your parents and how you were raised. And I thank our parents. It's a thankless job sometimes trying to support your child. It takes a lot of effort that no one sees, the time involved, and coming to the competitions, getting them to practice, making sure uniforms and practice gear is washed and ready. And so there's a lot of time and effort that goes into that. And I appreciate that. I appreciate the way you have supported our coaches and how you've supported our school. Can't say enough about our coaches. Thank you so much for your dedication to our student athletes. I know that you spend so much time with the student athletes here and you spend the time away from your families at home, and I appreciate that. I know that you want what's best for our student athletes. Coaches' families, can't thank you enough for allowing our coaches to spend time making our student athletes better at their sport, better in the classroom, and just a better overall person. And that is a sacrifice on your end, and I realize that. And very much we appreciate that. Want to thank our Booster Club. They spend so much time and energy trying to raise money to provide us the resources and the materials that we need to be successful and make things better for our student athletes. And so your time and efforts do not go unnoticed, and I appreciate that. I just would like to thank everyone for being so supportive during this trying time. I know this is not ideal. It's not what any of us want. We're all trying to figure it out as we go. But thank you for your patience and understanding. Looking forward to having us all gather together again in one large group so we can enjoy each other's fellowship and just be around and have that interaction with each other. We miss you. We love you. Go Cougars.
Hey everybody, this year has definitely gone down as a year that we will never forget. Creating this video to announce our Coach of the Year as well as female and male athletes of the year. Our Coach of the Year led his team to a 17-10 overall record this year while going 8-4 in the conference, leading them to a second place finish in the Mid-Piedmont 3A Conference. This season will definitely go down as one of the most successful boys basketball seasons in the history of the school under this man's leadership. The Southwestern Randolph High School Coach of the Year for the 2019-20 school year is Matt Kaiser. I also want to announce that Coach Kaiser was named the Mid-Piedmont 3A Conference Coach of the Year this year as well for boys basketball. Congratulations, Coach Kaiser. Our female athlete of the year has had a remarkable career here at Southwestern Randolph. She has been a varsity basketball and varsity softball player for all 4 years, as well as playing varsity golf 1 year. In basketball, she averaged 17.4 points per game while adding in 5 assists, 5 rebounds, and 5 steals per game to help lead our team to a second place finish in the conference behind the state champion Southeast Guilford team. In softball, she helped lead our team to a combined record of 18-8 over the last 2 years by batting .523 and adding 15 doubles, 4 triples, 3 home runs, and 31 RBIs, while also going 8-4 as a pitcher with a 2.1 ERA. Our 2020 Female Athlete of the Year for Southwestern Randolph High School is Heaven Manus. I also want to take this time to announce that Heaven has recently been named the Mid-Piedmont 3A Conference Female Athlete of the Year as well. Congratulations, Heaven. Our Male Athlete of the Year has also had an outstanding career here. This young man has participated in varsity football, varsity basketball, as well as varsity baseball during his time here at Southwestern Randolph. In football this season, he helped anchor our defense with 79 tackles, 9 sacks, 13 tackles for a loss, and recovered 3 fumbles. On offense, he averaged 3.9 yards per carry while adding 1 touchdown. He was also named the Conference Special Teams Player of the Year by averaging 40.3 yards per punt. In basketball this season, he averaged 10.6 points per game while adding 6 rebounds. He was also named All-Conference in basketball as well. In baseball, he was poised to provide great leadership on a team that was expected to have a very successful season this year. Our 2020 Male Athlete of the Year for Southwestern Randolph High School is Luke Dalkey. Luke also finished second in the conference in the Male Athlete of the Year voting as well. Congratulations, Ham. I also want to take this time to say thank you to the class of 2020. You're truly an amazing class and will be missed here at Southwestern Randolph. I know this year did not go as planned, but still know that you are about to be a graduate of the best school around. We will miss you and know that we will always be here for you.
Hey, I'm Coach Calicut,
I'm Coach Marion.
and we coached the varsity cheerleading squad this past year. First, we want to recognize who those team members were. So we had our seniors, Lila Cranford, Hannah Kinley, Lainey Stewart, and Katie Stockner.
Our juniors were Maddie Keeter and Kaylin Willingham.
Our sophomores were Kaylee Cole, Avery Combs, Kirsten LeBaire, and Marissa Powell.
And then we rounded off with our freshmen with Kenzie George, Reese Martin, Izzy Reed, Alyssa Von Cannon, and Kirsten Willingham.
And first, we just want to congratulate this amazing team for all that they accomplished this year and for being such outstanding young ladies and role models in the Southwest community.
We can't say enough about these girls. They have worked tirelessly this whole season. They've overcome huge obstacles. We lost 3 members this year and added 2 back. So they've had to rework stunt groups. They've had to relearn how to work together as a team, and we are incredibly proud of them for that. We also took them to state competition, and they performed a 0 deduction routine, which we can't be more proud of them for the hard work that they've put in.
Yeah, and the amount of trust that they had for each other, the amount of trust that they had for us and us for them was just amazing. I can't imagine a better team to have the ability to coach. So we are extremely thankful for that. We have 2 awards that we're presenting, and the first award is the Cougar Award.
Yep, and that one goes to our senior, Lainey Stewart. She is like a silent leader. She is always there. She's a role model for all her teammates and anyone in the community. She is someone who we completely trust to, take and work with girls to the side if we need to. She is always there rooting for her teammates, even if it's something that she can't participate in or, has to sit back out for. So this award goes to Lainey. Lainey, we're very proud of you, and we can't wait to see what your future holds.
And our second award is the Matt Award, or the Matt Talk Award, and this goes to Reese Martin. And the Matt Talk Award is an award for the team member that is always rooting on other team members, celebrating other team members' accomplishments as if it's their own. And that is totally Reese. She was always cheering on her teammates. If they accomplished something, she got so excited like it was her own accomplishment, and she was so happy for them. She was always rooting team members from the side of the mat, which is why it's called Mat Talk, and she just encompassed everything that has to do with celebrating others and being proud of others. And we just love that about you, Reese, and you totally deserve that award. So
Congratulations, girls.
congratulations to everybody.
This will be a season that we won't forget. So enjoy your summer.
All right. Bye, girls.
Bye.
And first place goes to Southwestern Randolph.
Brian Dalkey, varsity head wrestling coach for Southwestern Randolph High School. I'd like to say thank you to guy number one for allowing us to coach these great kids. Thank administration for Southwestern Randolph for giving us the opportunity. Thank my coaches, Adam Brim, Elton East, Stephanie Deaton, our manager, Mark Flores, for all the help and work that he put in this year. I'd like to thank our athletic trainer, this is Taylor Hilliard, for being there for us this year. We had a fantastic year. We've been told to keep this short, so we had a great season. We're 31-10 overall. Very proud of the team, and with that, we're going to move right into the awards. Thank you.
Luke Hall, Riley Freeman, Connor Hayden, Charlie Hodge, Caden Joyce, Saeed Rosales, Hunter Simpson, Cole Sim, Cameron Snow, Evan Stefanov, Clay Sugg, Walker Teal, Luke White, Noah Williams, Madison Farlow, Shane Deaton, Noah Williams, Zach Brim, Shane Deaton, Oscar Degalado, Madison Farlow, Riley Freeman. Eli Gravely. Luke Hall. Connor Hayden. Charlie Hodge. Armando Don Juan. Caden Joyce. Nathan Mabe. Alex Medina. Stephen Miller. Carson Norris. Saeed Rosales. Nick Russell. Jamie Simmons. Hunter Simpson. Cole Sims. Cameron Snow. Emma Snow. Evan Stefanov. Clay Sugg. Walker Teal. Luke White. Joey Zong. Gavin Garner. Alex Bravo. Saeed Rosales. Luke White. Cole Sims. Luke Hall. The 2020 Cougar Wrestling Iron Cougar Award goes to Luke Hall. The 2020 Cougar Wrestling Team Before Self Award goes to Alex Medina. The 2020 Cougar Wrestling Coaches Award goes to Clay Sugg. The 2020 Cougar Wrestling Best Wrestler Award goes to Saeed Rosales. The 2020 Cougar Wrestling Most Improved Award goes to Nick Russell.
Not only I'm getting bigger, I'm getting smarter.
Hi, my name is Jennifer Martin, and I'm the girls JV basketball coach here at Southwest. First off, I'd like to say thank you to all the girls and their families and supporters that came out throughout the season. We would not have been a successful program if it wasn't for the girls willing to come and work, as well as the parents who took the time and effort out to come to the games, to watch the girls play, to cheer us on, as well as even just going into the concession stands to helping out the boosters. Thank you for so much what you did for us, and for your continued support throughout the years. Thank you so much. This season, we went 5-9. We played very hard. The girls never gave up, and they worked their hardest, even down to the last second of a game. It was a joy to watch the girls grow and develop as the season went on. They grew individually as well as a team. I saw so much teamwork out of the girls that it was amazing, really. It was never a dull moment, whether we're playing on the floor, having, really good fast breaks and the girls working so hard and communicating on defense, versus even if it was in practice or before practice while the girls were making, the incredibly silly TikTok videos or just, goofing off and creating that team bond. I've enjoyed every moment with the girls this season, and I hope to spend more time with them in the future, working with them to better their game or just coming out and getting to watch and support them. For the awards this season, there's going to be two. Every year we have 2 awards to give out as a JV team, and our awards this year are the Offensive Player of the Year and the Defensive Player. For our awards, our team awards, these are voted on and decided by the girls. What I do is I tell them, hey, we have 2 awards. I give them kind of the rundown. Offensive player is someone who really stepped up and produced for us offensively and kind of got the team going in that aspect. And then the defensive player is someone who led the team defensively. They brought that energy and they kept it going through games. So the girls are going to be who vote for these. I tell them that we're taking these votes, and then they go off, and then they either come and tell me verbally, or they can respond in a text message or in the group remind about who they think should be each award. I take in all of the votes, I tally them up, and that's how we get our awards. Very seldom do I actually have tiebreakers. Usually if there's a tiebreaker, then instead of me saying anything, I usually go to someone who I know has been in a lot of our games and kind of a bystander and who's seen and kind of use their input as that tiebreaker. So our offensive award this year goes to someone who is always willing to work, whether it be on the floor or in practice. She always pushed herself to get better. And I would almost say she's almost like the jack of all trades for the team. She had a pretty strong defensive presence, whether she was blocking shots or pulling down rebounds and pulling down boards. But offensively, she kind of shone for us a lot. She was aggressive. She went in there with a purpose. She wasn't afraid to drive the ball. She wasn't afraid to bring the ball up the floor, knock down a 3, or post up on someone. She did a really good job at leading us offensively and being that presence that we needed, especially when times got rough. She started the season out a little bit slower, but by the end of the season, she showed her worth offensively. Our offensive player of the season goes to Michaela McDonald. It's well deserved, and I can't wait to see how she blossoms as that post player that she is with that adversity that she has in the future. Defensively, our defensive award goes to someone who was quite literally almost the life of our defense. She brought so much energy on the floor. She never backed down, even when the girl was 3 times bigger than her. The amount of times that she has fallen this year can easily outnumber any other time, any other season probably that she's ever played. She definitely took a beating for us when we needed it. She was constantly getting deflections and steals and helping us get those fast breaks that we needed. She would talk. She wasn't afraid to guard the best point guard on the team versus, like I said earlier, the biggest girl on the team. Basically, you tell her what to do, she'll ask you when and where. I don't think that we would have been able to be as successful defensively as we were if it wasn't for her to being there and giving us that presence that she had. Our defensive player of the year goes to Lydia McRoy. Now, I hate that there's only 2 awards that we get to give, mainly because in every single aspect, every girl deserves something for this season. I've seen so much growth, whether it be someone stepping up to be a point guard or developing more in that ball handling range versus someone who is kind of learning their role on the floor. That's the one thing about JV. A lot of people come up and, you were a point guard in middle school and now you're a foot taller than everybody else and suddenly you're a post player. It's awesome to watch as a JV team and as individuals how these girls can mold and change and find their role on a team. And every girl this season has done that. And I can't wait to see and watch them develop more as their careers progress and see them develop more as an individual and as a player. But thank you for your time, and until next season.
Hello, my name is Seth Baxter. I'm the head varsity girls basketball coach here at Southwestern Randolph. Before I begin today's program, I just want to share a message to our student athletes and community. During this difficult time that we're all facing, please know that we're thinking of you, we miss you, and we love you. Take care of yourselves and loved ones, and know that we will get through this thing together. As I begin today, I just want to thank some individuals. To our administration, Mr. Hodgen, Ms. Cutler, Ms. Duncan, our school staff and community, thank you for always supporting us by attending our home and away basketball games. We can always count on having the most fans there, no matter what venue we're participating in. To our booster club, for providing equipment, uniforms, support, and most of all, your time. You are appreciated and so important to each team's success here at SWR. To our athletic department, led by Coach Chris Chapman, Athletic Director, thank you for your countless hours of work and support to make our jobs easier as coaches. To Miss Calicut, Miss Marion, and the varsity cheerleaders. You ladies were the bus riders with us this year. Thank you for always being on time and being supportive. Also, a very special thank you to you ladies attending the conference tournament championship game on a Saturday night that was had to be rescheduled due to weather. Thank you for being there for us. It meant so much to myself and our girls, and I really appreciate that. To our trainer, Taylor, Coach Martin, our JV girls coach, and to Daniel Everhart, our scorekeeper. Thank you for your hours and support to make Cougar basketball such a success. To Coach LaGrama, my 3-year assistant coach with me. Coach, had a great run together. Thank you for all that you have done for myself and for our girls, and I look forward to continuing to working together in the future. To the parents of my players, I can't thank you enough for your support and help to make this season a success. Whether it be with concessions, fundraising, or transportation for your daughter, you were always there to make my job run so smooth. And to my ladies, thank you for a great season. My 19 years of coaching, I've never enjoyed being with a group of kids more than I did with you this year. Some team accomplishments this season. Got off to a great start. Won our first 15 games of the season, which included the Christmas Tournament Championship for the 3rd year in a row. During that time, we were also selected as a 3A Team of the Week. We spent several weeks of the season ranked in the top 10, reaching as high as the top 5. Our regular season finished with a 21-3 record. 2 of those losses were to the 2-time defending state champion, Southeast Guilford. We also made a great run of the conference tournament, getting knocked off in the championship game in a very competitive contest, once again to Southeast Guilford. We hosted a playoff game against Southwest Guilford. Very tough draw for our ladies, coupled with the fact that we had our worst shooting performance of the season, signified a loss for us that night. But I don't want to look at that. I want to focus on the success this group had. 23-5 record. The ladies won the county championship with a 10-1 record, with an average victory margin of close to 26 points per game. Won the Christmas tournament for the 3rd straight year, and finished as conference runner-up both in the regular season and tournament to the state champion, Southeast Guilford. Now, to introduce the ladies. First off, managers, Caden McDuffie and Maggie Lowe. Maggie will be the first ever girl to have her t-shirt retired as a manager when she graduates in a couple of years. Freshman, Allie Grace Lowe, clinching free throws in a conference tournament victory over Ashboro with 4 seconds to go. Addison Boyers, Maddie Small, both academic all-conference, extremely hard workers who we look forward to making big things in the future here at Southwestern. Carly Everhart, tenacious defensive player, the 4th quarter hero in the conference tournament against Ashboro, also academic all-conference. Alexis Manus started every game for us this season. Look for her scoring to improve and a huge growth next year, academic all-conference. Katie Mull had some double-figure scoring games for us this past season. Like the rest of our sophomores, count on a lot of production for next season, academic all-conference. Cassidy Glasgow, non-stop motor, excited about her development for next season, academic all-conference. Juniors, Ashton Manus, Jordan Claiborne, both academic all-conference. Seniors, Sarah Cruz, Randolph County Sports Council Sportsmanship Award winner, academic all-conference. Heaven Manus, academic all-conference. And Brooke Springer, academic all-conference. Brookie, as I like to call her, was also a member of the Christmas tournament team during her career. The last few weeks of the season, her season was cut short due to an injury, but just tell you about the type of character Brooke was at all the games and practices cheering her teammates on. Postseason awards, all conference. Honorable mention, Sarah Cruz. All conference members, Heaven Manus, Ashton Manus, Jordan Claiborne. All county, Heaven Manus and Ashton Manus. All district, Heaven Manus. Team awards, Defensive Player of the Year. The young lady was our leading rebounder, one of the top leaders in the state in taking charges, always sacrificed her body on the defensive end. And I know, Jordan, I owe you a few more biscuits, but this year's Defensive Player of the Year, Miss Jordan Claiborne. Offensive Player of the Year, a very talented three-point shooter, one of the best pure shooters in this county. Averaged 12.5 points per game, 67 total three-pointers made, 85% free throw shooter, 4.2 rebounds a game, 3.1 assists per game. This year's Offensive Player of the Year, Junior Ashton Manus. Our Coaches Award, 4-year starter, 3-year team captain, the ultimate team player who just wants to win. Every day came to practice wanting to work and learn to get better. Her leadership and desire in this program is second to none in my 3 years here as the head coach. She scored in every varsity game she played in during her 4-year career, which is an outstanding feat. A 4-year starter, as I mentioned, an all-conference member, an all-county member, and a 3-time Curry Tribune Christmas Tournament team member during her career. This year's Coaches Award goes to Miss Sarah Cruz. Our most valuable player. In 28 games played, this young lady played in the fourth quarter in only 10 games due to the large lead that we had. Her numbers would have been even higher if she had been able to play more minutes. A tremendous talent with higher energy and athleticism on both ends of the court. Her stats will go down as one of the best to ever play here at Southwestern Randolph. Her senior stats, 17.5 points per game, 5.1 assists per game, 5 steals per game, 5 rebounds per game, an 80% free throw shooter. Her career numbers, 1,700 plus point score, 4-time all-conference, 4-year starter, 4-time all-county, 3-time Christmas Tournament MVP, which is a first ever, 3-time all-district, the 2018 County Player of the Year, State Player of the Week with her 44-point performance and 9 3-pointers against Eastern Randolph this past season. The point total was a school record here at Southwestern Randolph. This year's Most Valuable Player, Miss Heaven Manus. In closing, ladies, once again, I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. You're an absolute joy to coach this year, and I look forward to every day we had together. Practice, games, our Christmas meal at Cabuto's, team meals, our NC State ladies basketball game, but just of all, just being together as a team. So proud of each one of you and look forward to working with you in the future. To our seniors, Brooke, Sarah, and Heaven. You have left an amazing stamp on this program with your work ethic, desire, and success. You 3 ladies totaled 80 victories in your 4-year career here at Southwestern Randolph. Congratulations to each of you and good luck in the future. I leave you with these 5 things, ladies. Passion, do what you love what you do. Obsession, be the best version of you. Relentless, commit, outwork your potential. Resilience, use failure as fuel. And fearlessness, face your fear, pursue your passion. Thank you for an outstanding season and for being the young ladies that you are. I'm proud of you. I love you. Good luck in the future, and go Cougars.
Hey, my name is Brett Grimsley, the head JV boys basketball coach. I want to thank each one of the parents for giving the time. I know it's hard with JV, having to pick up and drop off. I just want to thank y'all, and we had a pretty decent season. We went 6-17, placed 3rd in the Christmas tournament, beating Eastern Randolph. And I'd like to give out a few awards. And the first award will be a coach's award. This will go to a young man that he was there every day at practice. One of those kids that always wanted to go after it. He was late to some practices, but he made sure he was there. He actually took it upon himself to continue to practice with varsity after the JV season was over. And this award will go to Thomas Leal. My second award would be Team Before Self. This young man always was at practice, had a smile on his face, willing to work, do anything I would ask him. I know during some games I asked him to guard the biggest player on the court, and he wasn't our biggest player, but he never told me no. He never second guessed me, even though I know some of my guys did. They thought I was crazy, but he always held his own. Sometimes he would even hold their big men to no points. And this award will go to Tyler Parks. And for JV boys basketball, we normally only get 2 awards, but I could not leave this young man out, so we had to get another one. Most improved award. This young man, he never give up. I think actually he never even played basketball in middle school. He come to practice every day, willing to get better. We worked with him very hard, me and Coach LaGrama, Coach Kaiser worked with him constantly. He improved and improved. He actually became a very big key factor once we got into conference play. And this award will go to Hadley Stutz.
Hi, I'm Matt Kaiser, head boys basketball coach at Southwestern Randolph High School. What an amazing season we had this 1920 season, and none of that would have been possible without our great administration, who's just been so supportive, a great boosters club who's there to provide for our athletes and do whatever is needed for them, and of course great community and parents who are just so supportive and show up and help in every way possible, in every way that they can. What a great season we had this year with a great group of young men. The team finished 17-10 overall and 8-4 in conference play this year for a second place finish. We were able to host a first round state playoff game and finish runner up in the Christmas tournament this year. So for me, that's the most successful team in terms of wins and losses and accomplishments that we've seen here at Southwestern Randolph High School in 15 years or so. And that's due to the character and just great attitudes of these hardworking young men. On top of their success on the court, these young men actually finished second in the state in team GPA this year. So I'm really excited for them, real proud of them for that. And every single player on our roster this year was named Academic All-Conference. Our team was successful this year due to the unselfishness, the sacrifices of each and every one of our players, whether it been game night, practice, off-season workouts. They were always there. They were always dedicated to doing whatever they needed to do to get the team where we wanted to go. Our seniors provided great leadership during the off-season, and that just spilled right over into the regular season for us this year. Night in and night out, they provided great leadership and showed everybody the way that helped us to have a successful year this year. A few awards and honors for some of our players this year. First, our all-conference performers for this season. An honorable mention all-conference this year was Chris Harden, and we had 3 all-conference players named this year. They were Luke Dalkey, Parker LaPlante, and Ethan Smith. Ethan Smith was also runner-up in voting for Conference Player of the Year. Ethan Smith was also voted second team all-district by an area covering the surrounding 8 or 9 counties, so that's a great award for him as well. And then we had several team awards this year. It was really hard to figure out who was deserving of these awards, because I felt like everybody on our team deserved an award, and unfortunately we're not able to give awards to everyone. So it was a tough selection process to try to whittle it down to just a few, but we did the best we could with that. So first, our leadership award. This goes to someone who just showed up at practice every night with a great attitude, always brought energy to practice. It's a long season, and some nights practices are going a little bit better than others, but we could always count on this player to be there and be enthusiastic and bring energy, and that helped to kind of bring the team morale up in practice and get everybody else energetic about being there as well. And that award goes to Parker LaPlante, Team Leadership Award. Next award we have is a Team Before Self Award. This goes to a player who made many sacrifices for us throughout the season, always provided great leadership as a senior, one of the biggest compliments I thought that was paid to him was actually by one of his teammates who, was talking about how on that particular game he scored 2 points, but man, did he have a huge impact on the game because what he did defensively for us, rebounds that he grabbed, assists that he had. He just stuffed the stat sheet for us night in and night out, and just provided us with a spark, even if it wasn't through scoring points. That award is our Team Before Self award, and that goes to Elijah Reza. Next award we have is our Coaches Award. This player always wanted to do it better, was always willing to be coached and listen, and was just really passionate about doing things the right way and making a good impact on the game. This award is our Coaches Award. That goes to Luke Dalkey. The next award we have is our Defensive Player of the Year. This player was just so tough and gritty night in and night out all over the course of the season for us. He was always tasked with guarding the other team's leading scorer or often their best player, and just did a tremendous job of that for us all season long, making it really tough for other teams' best players to get going. Played with toughness, played with grit, and was just there for us with great effort on the defensive end of the floor night in and night out. Our Defensive Player of the Year for this year goes to Chris Harden. And then lastly, we have our Offensive Player of the Year. We could always count on this guy when we needed a bucket, when we needed a score. Everybody kind of knew that was who we were going to turn to. He led us in scoring this year, shot 44% from three, shot 49% from the floor overall. Also averaged 3 assists a game and was just a playmaker for us in many different ways. Our Offensive Player of the Year award this year goes to Ethan Smith. I know this has been an odd way for our school year to end, and I hate that we're having to have our athletic banquet online like this, but we're trying to make the best of the circumstances that we've been dealt. And, that's something that we try to talk to our players about regularly anyway, is there's always going to be some adversity, and the people who are successful are the people who handle that adversity the best. I'd like to wish best of luck to our seniors. Man, we're certainly going to miss this group. What a great group of guys it was. Those seniors are Mason Cross, Luke Dalkey, Chris Harden, Nick Hess, Parker LaPlante, Elijah Reza, Grayson Sugg, and Noah White. I'm also still looking forward to the future of Cougar basketball. We have several players returning and several that will be moving up from the JV team that we'll be counting on. And we hope that we can just kind of build off of the success that this team had this season, and move forward and continue to move our program in the right direction. So I hope those guys are continuing to work as best that they can through this epidemic, and that they're working to improve and get better for the future of Cougar basketball, and looking forward to bright things from these guys in the futures. Those guys are Troy Fogelman, Jackson Lowe, Will Perdue, Jordan Reynolds, and Ethan Smith. Thanks for your time, and best of luck. Go Cougars.